Multiplying and dividing integers. We're going to talk about how exactly to do that. For example, let's say you have a problem like this, -9 times 7. Now, I hope you realize that this is multiplication. If not, let me explain why. Whenever there's a number right next to parentheses with nothing in between, that means multiplication. Now, if there were a plus sign or a negative sign, then that would mean addition. But whenever there's a number right next to parentheses, then you're multiplying. So in this case, we've got -9 times 7. So the first step whenever you are multiplying or dividing integers is to ignore the sign and simply multiply or divide the numbers. So that's what we're going to do first here. We're going to simply multiply -9 times 7, but we're going to ignore the signs. So we're just going to think, what is 9 times 7? So 9 times 7 is, of course, 63. So that's step 1. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to determine the sign of the number. And the way you do that is very different than it is in addition and subtraction. The way that you determine the sign is that you look and see if they have the same sign or different signs. If they have the same sign, the answer is going to be positive. If they have different signs, then the answer is negative. So in this case here, we've got a -9 and a positive 73. That means we have different signs, and so the answer would be negative. So -9 times 7 is -63. Let's take a look at a division problem now. Let's say, for example, we had a problem like -25 divided by -5. Well, remember the steps. The first step is to simply multiply or divide the numbers, ignoring the signs. So in this case, we've got 25 divided by 5, which is, of course, 5. Now we need to determine the sign. And in this case, we have two negatives. They're both negative. So when they have the same sign, the answer is going to be positive. And so in this case, the answer is +5 or just 5.